As the 1970s continued, so did Maryland's near misses. Lefties Terps always had talented players like Albert King and Buck Williams, but they kept falling short of winning the ACC Tournament Championship. In 1983, that would change with the arrival of Len Bias.
My senior year, Lenny used to come over as a skinny, raggedy kid from right around College Park, Northwestern High School, and he'd wait for an opportunity. If we had 9 guys and we needed one, he'd play. You could tell that he was going to be a good player, but was not a great player.
The recruiting gurus didn't rate Lenny Bias as a top 10 or 20, but you could tell Lenny had some incredible abilities, and Lefty would always snicker. Lefty knew he was getting somebody exceptional.
He came to College Park as a real diamond in the rough.
I love to jump. That's some of my game, was jumping and dunking. I love to dunk. That's something I did ever since I was in junior high school.
At first, he had a hard time fitting into Lefty's system, and Lenny bristled at first and complained about trying to get onto the court.
We both would sit on the bench and we would kind of ponder where we're going to transfer to. I know Lenny had mentioned that NC State, Coach Valvano was interested in him and had been talking to him, but we never left.
When he came back his sophomore year, there was a huge difference. He really began to train his body. He started to get cut. He started to have muscles that weren't there before, and he started to really look good.
You've seen photographs of him. He was big, wide shoulders, narrow hips, huge arms. He was probably at that point the most magnificent physical specimen I had ever seen in my life.
He would dominate my practices so much I have to take him out and say, Leonard, sit down. You know, we can't score on you and we can't stop you, so just sit down.
And I know because I was on the second team and we couldn't stop him. He was that good.
Ironically, while Bias made noise on the court, off it, he was quiet and reserved.
He was a little bit shy, kind of like a naive, unsophisticated deer, just ready to sprout at some point in time.
Len was very polite, very mannerable in the black communal tradition in terms of what the old folks teach us. His family had raised him well.
And one of the nicest young men I've ever coached.
Len was almost a mama's boy. He was a sweet kid who was very into art and into drawing. He would go home on the weekends so his mother could do his laundry.
Off the court, he was, pretty affable young man, very easygoing, but on the court, he was a demon.
He came down the tunnel, he would slap the hands of the people who had their hands out, but he was like a volcano ready to erupt. He wanted to annihilate the opponents. That's just the way he was. That's the way he approached the game. He wanted to kill people.
He was the guy that could do it all. I mean, he had the great jump shot.
Len Bias, he does not miss that shot.
He could put it on the floor. He could defend. One of the best shot blockers in the country. He just got better and better every year until he became the best player in college basketball.
Bias with a big steal.
He was really a bigger, stronger, more advanced version of Michael Jordan.
So much so that in Maryland, no one wanted to be like Mike. They wanted to be Bias.
I was biased, my friends were biased. We were all biased. We were all a little bit biased.
I think he's the best player in the country because I'm a little biased.
We were all biased.
There's only been a few players in the history of the game that are great leapers who also have a soft touch. David Thompson certainly would be one of those. Julius Erving would be one of those. Michael Jordan was one of those. And Lenny certainly had that.
And of course, the greatest game he played was in his senior year when we went down to the Dean Dome.
If you joined us late, you've missed one of the great performances certainly I've seen all year. Lenny Bias, he's just been absolutely magnificent.
That was the first game that North Carolina lost in the Dean Dome. And I think Bias willed the game.
Bias from outside, and he got it. Len Bias with 29. Oh, my! And he makes a steal and a jam! What a play by Bias! Holy cow!
He stole the ball. He shot from outside. He shot from inside. He would not be defeated.
Smith trying to drive, goes down. Bias got it away by Bias!
And Maryland defeated really a vastly superior North Carolina team.
Maryland has knocked off North Carolina in one of the biggest upsets this year, and there is one happy